Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. Nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys, girls, and all of our non-binary friends, and welcome to this, a brand new day. And remember, no matter who you are valid. I have my twilight light here shining red, blue, and green because I'm hoping that the green dice that we see here will pop and it'll get picked up by the camera here, because these have phosphors in them and they glow under ultraviolet, and since they glow under this light here, it makes me wonder, does it have ultraviolet? In which case I probably shouldn't shine it in my eyes. Thumbs up for that. Anyway, hopefully you've had a great day today. It is a little bit past noon as I am recording and my eye is very itchy. I have gone out for an early morning walk and I am not very time blind today. By the time it was 10:22, I felt like it was mid-afternoon. 8:30, I was up and ready for the day, but then I was also awake early from pain. Owie kazowie. Thumbs up for that. Anyway, though, again, hopefully your day has been good. I did watch an interesting video today, because I watch a lot of videos. It's by a fellow whose username is Nomad, and talking about small channels and being seen on YouTube. And I like to watch various things, and he touched on a couple things. It's like, yes, there's the people that, you live and die by the algorithm and you're always studying stuff, and yeah, he gets dragged in by, clickbait titles and how many views a video has, but he doesn't watch because of the user time there. He doesn't watch because of the clickbait thing. If he gets onto the video and watches it, it's because he likes the personality of the person doing it. Which is, again, one of the reasons that I like to watch videos. I don't care how fascinating the stuff is. If it's not a real person, just an AI voice reading, I'm off. If it's a personality that I just can't click with, I'm off. It's the person. The personality. The information is good. I mean, I'm not just going to sit there and watch somebody count to 1,000,000 like some people have. I'm not going to do something like that. I want to watch the personality. So, thumbs up for that. But he was talking about how it's just really hard to get growing and get seen on YouTube. He's worried about it because he would like to make a living, and there's others that would like to make a living, and I watch these things because I know I can't keep up with YouTube. I just want to make videos because I like making videos, and with my various mental issues and the grief that I am still going through, just not so well, with the death of my wife, habit and structure is very important. And since I enjoy making videos and habit and structure is important, making videos is important for me. It would be nice if I made money. I used to get like 30 bucks a month and such. And now I generally forget. I can't even remember the last time I got paid by YouTube. I get paid like once a year or something. So if I was interested in making videos for money, I wouldn't be making daily videos and getting paid once a year. I would be chasing trends. But as this fellow Nomad was talking about as well, he's a younger person. It's like, if you're making videos because you want to make money, you can't do things make videos of the things you like. You have to chase the algorithm, or you're not going to be seen. So you can't be interested in what you want to do. You have to be interested in what the algorithm wants. And I'm debating starting up at least one other channel and just doing, the pencil and paper RPG stuff and the like of board gaming just on that. Because mixed channel stuff just doesn't do well. And who knows, maybe I could get it monetized. I actually had one of my other channels monetized, either my reaction or my gaming channel. I can't remember which. One of them was accidentally monetized and I didn't even know it. So when I was getting notices about YouTube's monetary stuff is changing, this is like years ago, you need to fix your stuff. I went and looked on this channel and it was fine, but it was another channel. So goody on that. And while I do have a reaction channel, it might be that if I want to do anything with it, starting a new one would be best, because it's been so long since I've done anything. What would the algorithm say? But I am this close to being able to do reactions. Because this laptop will edit small video. I've been able to make it edit and render like up to 5 minutes. Now, I've tried editing and rendering like regular 20-minute stuff. That anything 20 minutes and more is just, the whole thing crashes out halfway through silently, so I don't get any notice that it's dead. I just have to notice, hey, where'd the renderer go? And then check, and yeah, it's gone. It died. But if I can get a small, like, reaction done, keep it on, well, find out how long it'll work with very minimal editing, maybe I can start reactions again, because I enjoy reactions. I enjoy reacting. Hopefully no one will mind that I am 10 years older than when I was first doing reactions, when I lived in my brother-in-law's garage and such. But we shall see. I just have to listen to things that I haven't listened to before, which can be difficult because I'm interested in a lot of things, but there's a lot of good stuff out there. And some things I like to react to just because I think it's good stuff to react to. Like, if you ever listen to Uboa's Let It Rot album, you're in for a painful listening experience. I enjoy it in that I can, senior moment, appreciate the work that went into creating the three-dimensional soundscape. But it's still a lot of very painful noise that creates that three-dimensional soundscape. I enjoy it, but it's not something I would listen to on a regular basis. So that sort of stuff I like reacting to just because it's stuff that I enjoy. But I'm going to talk about this one again real quick. There is the one performer, St. Vincent. And she's a gal that I can't remember what her real name is. You know, there's the performing name and then there's her name. I can't remember what her name is. But the song Melting of the Sun by St. Vincent, I have never been able to hear anything from her that has even come close to reaching the bar of that song. It has a whole bunch of, she has a whole bunch of bars to cross that others don't, just because of that one song. First one I heard of hers, and exactly the type of stuff that I like to hear, psychedelic. So now everything else that I've heard of hers is like, it's come up here, it's been on the chart, I've liked it, but it ain't anywhere close to this. So that's always fun. But I just thought I'd mention that. Past that, I am still just working on my creative stuff for the solo RPG setting. I have been working on just my regular stuff, like the various characters that I had, the whole cosmic horror stuff. Now that we're at the end, well, if you've watched this far, I don't have anything right around to lift up and say, hey, why don't you type this into the comments? So if you could just type "dunno" into the comments, that would be very cool to let me and the algorithm know that people watch this far. I just wanted to talk real quick on this one because I was thinking about it while out on walkies. I have mentioned before that I deal with my cosmic horrors in the multiverse, except the multiverse that we're in is not the only multiverse. There are an endless, well, infinite number of multiverses. The only thing that has to happen is their universal constants for each multiverse have to be stable, because if the universes collapse because of, well, unusable, oh my god, universal constants, then they will just collapse, and then the multiverse never forms properly. So each multiverse has a different set of universal constants. Between them, if you can use the words between, there is the Ungata, the void. And I've mentioned before that it is a heavy-duty type nothing. It is a physical void of which we do not believe that is possible in, well, at least our universe, but, you know, within the constraints of something that's not our universe, hard to say. It's also a theistic nothingness, which, depending on your theism, if you go with the Christian theism, there are actually two types of creation stories. There's the one biblical story. The waters of chaos already existed. These are the stories that are in the Bible, where the waters of chaos already existed. The land already existed. God raised up the land from the chaos, but all of that already existed. Post-biblical is the creation ex nihilo, creation from nothing, where there was nothing, and then God created the universe from that. It is a theistic thing. And then it's a philosophical nothing. And the philosophical part is the heaviest part of it, because I am a victim of this as well. If you can put a label on the Ungata, you don't know what the Ungata is. If you can put a name on it, you don't know what the Ungata is. If you can put a concept onto it, that's too much. You can't even point to the Ungata and say, this is nothing, because the concept of nothing implies the concept of something. And that is just way too claustrophobic. Oh my God, with those two concepts alone, you can't even turn around without knocking over an entire store's worth of porcelain. That's way too crowded. No, if you can put a label or a concept to it, it's not the Ungata. It is so much nothing that labels and concepts are way, way too crowded. There's just, it's incomprehensible. It is a physical and impossible emptiness, a theistic and impossible emptiness. That emptiness from which even creation ex nihilo nothingness is too heavy, because from within that God created. If you have an area in which God can exist, that's too much for the Ungata. It is so thin and so nothing that any concept or any label is too much. That's not it. And it is this, an infinite space between the multiverses. Literally infinite, in that, there's only one wall when you enter the Ungata. There is no other side. There's just the side you enter. But even at that, you don't really enter it, because it being so much nothing that all matter instantly evaporates into energy, and all energy instantly falls into its lowest possible rest state. And in its lowest possible rest state, there is no possibility of interaction with any other thing. And because time is not just a passage of something, it is also a record of change. If there is no change and no possibility of change, there is no time. These things that fall into the Ungata have no way to be interacted with by anything, and no time passes within them. They don't exist anymore. But Dread Amaterasu, to get a better life for her children, launched herself from her multiverse into the Angada, and not only survived it, swam through it to come out the other side at our multiverse. I got a bad case of the shakes today. Always have, but today it's awful. So thumbs up on that. Anyway though, hey, if you could like, comment, subscribe, share the video with people that you think would like watching an old man yammer on about inane subjects, that would be awesome. Very, very cool. If you're a Patreon patron, you are beautiful and awesome people. Without you, I would be, well, I'd survive, just not very well. So thumbs up and thank you so very much. You are beautiful and awesome people. And speaking of beautiful and awesome people, if you can check out down in the description, I have links to a GoFundMe where I'm trying to get a computer so I can actually play games, record the gameplay, and edit and render video. Because unfortunately, as I talked about, this one just doesn't really do it. If you could check it out, that'd be very, very cool. I'm very close to being able to pick one out, but I'm looking towards Lenovo's. Even though there are some good mini PCs out there, I'm not sure which is better. I don't have anyone to ask and talk to, so I don't know. But if you could check that out, that would be very, very awesome. If you left me a comment, you too are beautiful and awesome people. I read every comment that YouTube shows me. I thumbs up or heart every comment that YouTube shows me. And I answer as many as my nerve compression will allow, which is not as many as I would like, but at least it's some. So thumbs up for that and thank you. Well, hokey smokes, 17 minutes in here, and I've got glowing dice partially. You know, they sort of, they're not going to pop. They do it when I'm like on my own and they're in the corner and darker, but they're not really popping. That's too bad. They look neat when they do. But hey, it's bright light in my face and that's cool. Anyway though, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, and that is indeed a very good thing. I know it's not my standard ending, but you know what? That's life too, isn't it? You take care, and I will see you on the flip side. I wish those dice had popped more. Gosh golly gee whiz.